Hey y'all, welcome back to Ukulele Wine Time. My name is Catherine. Today we're going to learn how to play I Gotta Have You by the Weepies. Let's do it. Ukulele Wine Time. To play this song, you need 6 chords. Those chords are C, G, F, and actually the way the Weepies play this song, it's an F add 9 chord. So you can just take one finger away from your normal F shape if you want to use that sort of chord color that they use, or you can just play an F chord. Moving on, A minor, D, and E minor. All right, in this video, we're gonna line up the chords and the lyrics first. So we'll go slowly through the verse and the chorus and the bridge, making sure those all feel good. We're gonna talk different strumming pattern options so you can level up when you're ready. We're gonna do a little bit of counting just so you can internalize that beat and feel really confident when you play this song. We'll take a little mini wine break because that's what we do here at Ukulele Wine Time, and then we'll play the whole song. I also include a chord review at the end, so if you need a review, a slower walkthrough of any of these chords, check out the timestamp below. You can jump around as needed. Okay, let's dive in. So before we dive into the actual chords, lining those up with the lyrics, let me just give you a overview of the whole song, of the form, because that's really important to think about as we're diving in. So bird's eye view, and then we'll go deep into the chords. So we've got intro, 2 verses, a chorus, interlude, the bridge, which is a little bit different, another chorus, a verse, and a chorus. Okay, so that's kind of the whole song. So the different sections we have are the intro, the verse, the chorus, and the bridge. So we'll take a look at those 4 sections, and then those just get plugged in to the form. Let's start off with the intro. Get a little warm up there. So our intro is 4 chords. We've got C to G to F, add 2, or kind of an F9 sound. So that is your F chord. Just take away your second finger there. So I will be using that F add 2 sound in this video, and then back to G. And that is 2 counts per chord. So it's going to sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, G, 2, F, 2, G, 2, and then we do it again. C, 2, G, 2, F, 2, and G, 2, and then we're in the verse. Okay, so that's 2 times through the intro. And for now, I'm just doing a simple downstroke with my thumb. I'll give you a few ways to level that up after we go over chords. Let's check out the verse. So we're sticking to our 2 beats per chord here. So we've got C, G, F, G, keeping that same pattern as the intro, C, G, F, and then we end up with a faster A minor, G, and then back to C. So let's start lining up our lyrics with that. And lyrics can be a great anchor to your song. Counting is still super important, but we can use the lyrics as a tool when we're learning a song. So our first lyric lines up with our C chord on the word gray, and then our G chord lines up with the word quiet and tired and mean. The word mean lines up with our F chord. Picking at a worried, G lines up with picking, seem. Next word is try, lines up with G. Try to make you mad at me. That F chord lines up with me. And then check this out, this is our fast over the phone. So the word over does hit our A minor, over the phone. Phone doesn't quite line up with G, but it's close. Let's try that all together. That's 1 whole verse. 1, 2, ready, go. Gray, quiet and tired and mean, picking at a worried seam. I try to make you mad at me, over the phone, red. Here's another verse. Eyes and fires and and signs. I'm taken by a nursery rhyme. Wanna make a ray of sunshine and never leave home. Okay, so this song has a lot of word anchors, and if you download the PDF below as part of Ukulele Wine Club, I do have a great PDF version for you that shows the chords and the lyrics. And I actually bold the lyrics that line up with those chords. So that can be really helpful if you're a visual person to play and sing. So that's our verse. We're going to take a look at the chorus next. I'm going to break it up into two halves. So the first half, we have our F add 9 chord, G, C, and A minor. Those both all of those chords line up with the word no. So here's what that's going to sound like. 1, 2, 3, 4. No amount of coffee, no amount of crying, no amount of whiskey, no amount of wine. Okay, and that's 2 beats per chord for the record. So we've got F, 2, G, 2, C, 2, A minor, 2. Okay, and then the next half of the chorus, we hit a D chord, D major. No, 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 no. So that first no is our D chord, and then the last no of that little phrase is our F add 9 chord. And then this part comes at you pretty quickly. We've got an E minor, A minor, D. And I recommend playing your D minor with your middle ring and pinky finger for this song, just for ease of switching in and out of these chords. So we've got on the word nothing, we've got an E minor, nothing else will do. So that's E minor, A minor, and then D. So you can just pivot up from your A minor with your middle finger here to your D chord. And then I gotta have you, I gotta have you. So that's an F to a G to a C to close out the last line of the chorus. Let's put that all together nice and slow. I've got that up on the screen for you. Let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. No amount of coffee, no amount of crying, no amount of whiskey, no amount of wine. No, 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 no. Nothing else will do. I gotta have you. I gotta have you. And that last U lines up with a C chord. Okay, there's our chorus. Next, the interlude comes next. It's the exact same as the intro that we played. So C2, G2, F add 9, and then G, and then does that again. C2, G2, F2, G2, and now we're to the bridge. Okay, how y'all doing out there? So this bridge, we've got kind of 4 lines, okay? So the first 3 lines, the chord progression is the same. So it's A minor to G to our F add 9, back to G. Okay, so A minor, G, F, G, does that 3 times. And then the last line's a little bit different. So let's do the first 3 lines. Let's see what that sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. The road gets cold. There's no spring in the meadow this year. I'm the new chicken clucking open hearts and ears. Oh, such a prima donna, sorry for myself. Here's our last line that's a little different. So first 3 chords are the same, are A minor, G, and F. But green, it is also summer, and I won't be warm. Here we go to a D chord. 3, 4, till I'm lying in your arms. So the last phrase we end with a D, and then A minor on the word lying, lying in your arms. on a G chord. And then we're back into the chorus. Now I'm out of coffee. Okay, so that's our bridge. We'll run the whole thing at the end. And then feel free to go back in this section and check that all out. We've got chorus, another verse, chorus, and we're out. So now we've covered all of the chords in the song, all of the different sections in our song form. Next up, we're going to talk strumming. I've just been doing a simple downstroke, and that's a great way to just review the chords of the song, and you can totally play the whole song that way and it'll sound great. So just a simple downstroke on all of your chords. A level up from there. If you're ready, if you want to add more rhythm to your song, you can just add an additional downstroke. Let's check that out on the verse. So we could add an extra stroke there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gray, quiet and tired and mean, looking at a worried scene. I try to make you mad at me over the phone. Red. Okay, so just doubling up your downstrokes there. That last little A minor to G stays the same because that's just 1 beat per chord there. So that's the same as our previous version. If you're ready to level up your strumming from there, a strumming pattern that works really nicely with this song is down, 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 up. Down, 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 up. And you're pretty much for the whole song just going to play that pattern once per chord change. So for the verse, it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. Quiet and tired and mean, down, down, up, looking at a worried scene, down, trying to make you mad at me, over the phone, red. And for those, again, for that A minor G, you can still just do the single downstroke there because those come at you so quickly anyway. So it's a kind of a nice little rhythmic playing already. Okay, and then if you're doing this on the chorus, here's what that would sound like. We've got our down, 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 up, right? Here's our chorus, 3, 4. No amount of coffee, no amount of crying, no amount of whiskey, no amount of wine. No, 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 no. Nothing else will do. I gotta have you. I gotta have you. Okay, and then you notice that I broke that strumming pattern. The way the song naturally lies, those chords, it's nice to let those chords just ring out sometimes, or you can also play the pattern. Now, if you want to level up even further, if you are familiar with the down, down, up, down pattern, that also works over this song. Gray, quiet and tired and mean, looking at a worried scene, trying to make you mad at me, over the phone. And then the chorus sounds like this, 3, 4. No amount of coffee, no amount of crying, no amount of whiskey, no amount of wine. No, 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 no. Nothing else will do. I gotta have you, gotta have you. Okay, so that's our chorus with that pattern. So feel free to experiment, mix and match. Y'all know if you've been following Ukulele Wine Time for a while, I'm all about you making the song your own, being creative with all of these strumming patterns. So that might mean using one strumming pattern for the intro and the first verse. Maybe the second verse you switch it up and then you bump it up on the chorus, or totally reverse that maybe. And so just adding some contour to your song so it's not the same strumming pattern the whole way through. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys have been working so hard. I think we should take a little wine break here. So cheers to you if you are here with me learning this awesome Weepies song. Cheers to your creativity. Cheers to wine. Oh, that's yummy. It's summer right now while I'm filming this. I live in a place where we definitely have seasons, and I am like so loving this warm warm weather where I can drink some nice rosé from my local wine shop. So this song was not a request from Ukulele Wine Club, which is our ukulele community where we play and learn songs together. However, one of our members did request more happy feel-good songs, and I kind of had no choice to do this song. It's been stuck in my head for like 2 months. It's such a great song. I actually did this song at a best friend's wedding, like, I don't know, like 7 years ago. I'll have to check how long ago that actually was. Playing piano and singing this song, but it's just such a wonderful, happy song, and I've been wanting to share it with you guys. So I hope that you are enjoying learning this with me. Next up, we got a little bit of counting. We're going to do starting pitch, and then we're going to do the whole song. So let's talk counting. We've already done a little bit of counting actually, but I always like to touch on it. I think it helps you be a more confident musician, especially if you're playing with other people, being able to do your count off, to find your tempo that feels good for you, to find what I call the heartbeat of the song. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's do a little bit of counting. Let's try the verse and the chorus. Let's start with the verse. 1, 2, 3, 4. C to G to F to G to C to G to F to A minor G. Okay? So that's the whole verse. So in musician speak, that's 4 bars or 4 measures. And then we have one more verse after that, which is another 4 bars. So together that is 8 bars, if you're curious. Let's count the chorus next. So each of those chords gets 2 beats until we get to our E minor, A minor section. Just so you know, the chorus does have a 2-bar phrase in it. If you're like, what does that mean? Most of music is we feel it around 4. So 4 is called common time, 4 times. So we're feeling our heartbeat in 4 for this song. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it repeats. And that's how we feel the whole song. This means that it breaks that pattern and it adds one little 1, 2, and then back to 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't necessarily have to think about that when you're playing it, but if you're playing it with other people, it's just good to know about. That happens on the last, I gotta have you, on that last F, G. Just know that that's where the 2-bar phrase happens. And then once you hit that last, in the chorus, the last C2 on the word U, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're back in 4, you're home free. Let's count the chorus. If that totally went over your head, take a sip of wine and don't worry about it for now. Here we go. We're going to count our chorus starting with that F chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, G, 2, C, 2, A minor, 2, D, 2, F, 2, E minor, A minor, D, 2, F, G, C, 2, G, 2. And now we're in the interlude, which is the same as the intro. Okay, hopefully that made sense. Check out the PDF if you've got that available to you. It's linked down below. If you're a visual learner, it'll all make more sense if you see the chart. Okay, let's move on. We'll finish out with the bridge. So same thing here. Every chord for the most part gets 2 beats. So let's start. Actually, yeah, for the bridge, that's true. Let's count the bridge. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. A minor, 2, G, 2, F, 2, G. To repeat that, A minor, 2, G, 2, F, 2, G, 2. One more time, A minor, 2, G, 2, F, 2, G, 2. Who are a little different, A minor, 2, G, 2, F, 2, D, 2, A minor, 2, G, 2, and then our chorus. No amount of coffee, no amount of crying. Okay, and the bridge, again, here's our more advanced fact about the bridge is that it's a 9-bar phrase rather than an 8-bar phrase. So it's just got a little extension there at the end. Just good to know about if you're playing with another musician. Okay, we're ready to talk starting pitch. So the original recording of the song is actually in the key of B. We are doing it in the key of C, just so we can more easily play it on the ukulele. So that's only a half step different. So just good to know if you try to play along with the recording and you're like, what? Doesn't sound quite right. So we are doing this in the key of C. Original is in the key of B. So our starting pitch is actually C. Da, so that you can just play your C string. Gray, quiet and tired and mean. Okay? And then no, that's another open string for us. So it's your A string. That's for the chorus. No amount of coffee. The road. And same with our bridge. That open A string is your starting pitch there. Okay, so the main one though to just get you started on the whole song is that open C string for gray, and you're in. Okay, I think we're ready to do the whole song. Take a sip of wine if you need it. We're gonna follow that form that I mentioned earlier. So we'll do intro, 2 verses, chorus, bridge, chorus, verse, chorus. Woo, okay. I think we got this. There's a little interlude, by the way, after each of the choruses. I think that's all we need to know. You are ready? Are you ready? Am I ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta have you. The road gets cold, there's no spring in the meadow this year. I'm a new chicken cracking open hearts and ears. Oh, such a prima donna, sorry for myself. But green, it is also summer, and I won't be warm till I'm lying in your arms. No amount of coffee, no amount of crying, no amount of whiskey, no amount of wine. No, 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 no. Nothing else will do. I gotta have you. Gotta have you. See it all through a telescope. Guitar, suitcase, and a warm coat. Lying in the back of a blue boat, humming a tune. it's such a lovely song. Thank you so much for joining me learning this lovely, adorable Weepies song. I hope that you found this video helpful. By the way, if you did, please cheers the like button below. And I hope you subscribe for more ukulele, more wine time, more ukulele wine time. I will see you soon in the next video. Cheers. Ukulele wine time. Here's that chord review if you need it. So we're starting with, first off, let's number our fingers. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Thumb doesn't get a number. So we're starting with our C chord. That's our third finger or ring finger on the 1, 2, 3, third fret on your A string. There's our C chord. Next up, we've got a G chord. So if you're focusing on moving smoothly between the chords, you can jump your ring finger one string up, and then you've got your peace sign fingers here. So fingers 1 and 2 on the second fret. Okay, and it makes a little triangle there on the fretboard. That is your G chord. Now, a traditional F chord for this song, we'll go back to our peace sign fingers. You can definitely play F in this song for any time that I mention F add 2. But for that kind of open, more, it's just like a really colorful version of F. And this is what the Weepies play in their version. It's an F add 9. You can just take one finger up from your normal F chord. And that's just your first finger on the first fret, okay, on your E string. That's our F9, where you can play F. Now we've got our A minor chord. That is our second finger, second fret on your G string. Then we've got D, and for this song, there are 2 different ways you can play D. For this song, it's more helpful just transitioning chords to play it with your second, third, and fourth finger, starting with your middle finger to your pinky. And that is, they're in a straight line on the second fret, and then you've got an open string. Okay, so that's our D chord. That way you can transition between your A minor and your D very easily there. And then last up, we have our E minor chord. So that's 3 fingers, kind of make a stair step or a zigzag on the fretboard there. So starting ring finger on the 1, 2, 3, 4th fret on your C string, and then middle finger on the 3rd fret, and then first finger or pointer finger on the 2nd fret. That's our E minor chord there. Okay, E minor chord. So that is all of the chords in the song. I hope you found that helpful, and I will see you soon. Cheers! Ukulele wine time!